Hello reception, how are you? I hope you're keeping happy and safe inside your home. I found a book all about planting that I thought I would read with you today just because we've learnt so much about planting in our other video. This book is a non-fiction book. Non-fiction book. A non-fiction book is a book where we can find all about a certain subject. So in this book we're finding out all about planting. Do you want to read it with me? Okay. I see the contents page. Do you see? The contents page tells us everything that's in the book. So if we have a question, we can look at the contents page to see what information's in the book. Because usually non-fiction books can sometimes be quite long, because they give you a lot of information. So if you had one specific question, you'd be able to use the contents page to find the answer very quickly. For example, if I wanted to learn all about leaves, if I show you this page, can you see what page number I would go to? Stop the video here and have a look. See, can you see what page I would go to if I was finding out all about leaves? Stop the video. What page do you think? I'm going to look. I'm looking at my contents page. On page 12 it tells me all about looking at leaves. Did you get page 12? If not, don't worry. You're going to have lots of practice during school to look at contents pages. But this book isn't too long, so let's read it together. A world of plants. Plants grow all around us. They grow in parks and gardens. They grow along the path and pavements. Have a look outside your home. Where are plants growing? Well, let's do that now. Stop the video and have a look outside to see what you can see growing outside your house. Some plants even grow in water. There are all different sorts of plants. A buttercup is a small, colourful plant. Trees are tall and woody. Seaweed is flat and rubbery. And cacti are spiky. Look closely at the trunks of different trees. Do they feel and look the same? So next time you're on your walk, or maybe in your garden you have some trees, look at the trunks. Now the trunks is the long wooden brown part and the leaves are at the top. Have a little feel with your hands and see, do they feel and look the same? The parts of a plant. The plant is made up of different parts. So you have, I'll show you the picture, the flower, the leaf, the stem, which is that long part down the plant, and the roots, which is at the bottom of the plant, and that's how plants get their water. They have roots, a stem and leaves, and they may have flowers too. A sunflower has a very tall stem. I spy. Look at a plant growing in the ground, and which parts can you see? So, stop the video, look outside again. What parts of the plant can you see growing from your window? Can you see the leaves? Can you see the long stem? Can you see some flowers? Now, you're probably not going to see the roots because they're underground. A plant's roots grow underground. Look, do you see them? So maybe in your garden, if you have a plant, you might get permission from your mum or your dad, or whoever's house you're in, to dig up a plant to see, can you see the roots at the bottom? Looking at leaves. Most plants have green leaves. They come in many shapes and sizes. Some plants lose their leaves in the winter. Now we learnt about that. What is the name of a tree that loses their leaves in the winter? Stop and have a think. It begins with D, D, D. Do you remember? It's a deciduous tree. And what's the name of the trees where the leaves stay green all year round? Evergreen. Well done. Dead or alive. Find a dead leaf on the ground. How different is that leaf that's growing on the plant. So next time you're on your walk, take a look at the leaves on the ground and see, is the leaf is it brown? Because if it's brown, that usually means it's dying. Or is it green? Has it came from an evergreen tree? Or is the tree leaves green still? Some plants keep their leaves all year round. They are called the evergreen. Well done. Many plants grow flowers. Next time you're outside, have a sniff of one brand new flower. Most flowers have colourful petals and a sweet smell. And when the petals fall off and the flowers might grow into fruits. Each fruit has seeds inside, and we talked about that. So look, there's the apple and there's the seeds inside that you might have planted. Most plants grow from seeds. A pea seed sprouts when it is warm and damp. So the pea seed starts off as a seed, and a week later it will start to sprout just a little tiny bit, and after 21 days, which is 3 weeks, the pea plant grows bigger, it has leaves and a stem. Wow, that's a lot of growing in 3 weeks. Plants need water to grow. Do you know what this is called? Watering can. Watering can. Well done. Their roots suck up water from the soil. This plant has died because it has no water. So if you ever see a plant that's all dried out, it's because it needs some water. The rain helps the plants to grow. Plants need light to grow, and the light comes from the sun. This plant has been growing in the light, and we grew this plant in reception before we left. It's called cress. Cress. Do you remember what was different about cress? Cress didn't need soil to grow. We were able to grow cress on cotton wool. Do you remember? This plant has been growing in the dark. So look at the difference. This plant is all green, and this plant, what colour is this plant? It's kind of green, but it's quite yellow as well. Do you see the difference? It hasn't received enough light, so it's not able to grow properly. Plants give us food to eat. They give us fruits and vegetables and seeds. Have a look at some fruit and vegetables with an adult. Cut them up. What do they look and feel and smell like? That would be a great idea for something for you to do. What's your favourite fruit or vegetable? And what does it taste like, smell like, and look like? Farmers grow plants for us to eat. Orange juice, cornflakes, bread, jam, and many foods are made from plants. Because bread comes from a plant called wheat. Wheat, which is grown in the ground. Food for animals. Animals feed on plants. Here is the bird eating a flower, and the squirrel is eating a nut, and the cows are eating some grass. Plants give us many things. Trees give us wood. Paper is made from wood, and that's why it's very important to recycle our paper so that we know that we can save as many trees as possible. We can make cotton from the seeds of a cotton plant, and we can use flowers to help soap smell nice. And we've been using a lot of soap lately because we've been washing our hands a lot with this virus going around. And then at the back of our fact book we have the glossary. 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 And it tells us the definition of any words we don't know what they mean. So we have fruit, leaf, nut, petal, root, seed, shoot, sprout, stem, trunk, and vegetable. Because those are all the words in the book that we might not have known what they meant. So if we wanted to find out, we could go to the back of our book and we could find out. That was a fantastic book, and I don't know about you, but I feel I know a lot more about plants than I did before. Well done, everybody. I'm so impressed. There are so many challenges in that book. I wonder, could you try some of them on your next walk or maybe outside in your garden? I'll put them on tapestry so that you can remember what all of the challenges were, and it'll give you some ideas of things to do. Okay, stay safe, and I hope to see you very soon. See you later.